Hey, what is up, Declaration? Hey, what is up, Declaration Church? Hey, what is up, Declaration family? Hey, what is up? And happy Thankful Thursday to all you people out there in Cyberland. What is up, Declaration Church? Hey, what is up, Declaration? Hey, what is up, Declaration family? Hey, what is up? And welcome to Epilogue. Hey, what is up, Declaration? Welcome to Epilogue. I'm glad you're here. You may notice a guy who's taller than me next to me. This is Sterling. This is his first Epilogue. So if this is your first Epilogue, just say hello.
Hi, hello, first Epiloguers.
First Epiloguers. Well, so if you've been around Declaration for a while, you've kind of seen him around. We did actually, John introduced him not that long ago, a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks ago.
But you've actually been in and around Declaration for a while. Do you know how long, actually?
Man, the first time that I was here at Declaration on a Sunday was probably back in May. I think.
I was gonna say, that's probably
it's been,
right.
yeah,
It
but
has
then
kind of been a
regularly probably for the last 2 months,
Yeah,
2.5 months.
What a lot of people probably don't know is you help out with students a lot.
Yes.
You lead worship pretty much every Sunday with Mally. I think she does a lot with you.
Mally helps us out. Shout out to Mally.
Yeah.
And Cedric has been leading with us now.
Oh, nice.
He plays keys on Sunday
keys.
mornings, and so now on Sunday nights he's playing keys and he's leading with us there. So.
Well, that's awesome. Well, so again, if you guys see Sterling on Sundays, come say hi to him. He's joining today because Pastor John is on vacation. He'll be back Sunday. I'm pretty sure. I actually don't know. Pretty sure. But
He'll be back.
Sterling is here, and I thought it'd be a cool week and a cool time just to, number one, get to know this fella now that he is officially here. Not to mention there's a lot of big stuff coming. And if you haven't been around Declaration for a while, then go check out, maybe it was 2 weeks ago, John kind of unveiled some things.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago he kind of gave the vision for what God's doing here at Declaration and how God is really going to expand the ministry and the reach of Declaration Church, even to the community of Tomball, which is super exciting.
Yeah, it's really exciting, and I can tell you, so Declaration launched in 2016, and since then we've always been very, very big in we want to plant churches. We want to plant churches. In fact, if you were here then, or maybe you're new and you haven't heard this yet, our very first year as a church, we actually helped seed a brand new church plant, which a lot of churches don't do that because your first year as a church, there's a lot of stuff that you're trying to figure out, learn things, but man, God used us to help plant another church, and so that's just kind of been the lifeblood of Declaration, and really I think John is very big about just planting churches because when you plant churches, there's more possibility that people come to know Jesus.
And I have to say, just since getting to know John, since getting to know the heartbeat of Declaration, I've seen that this is a church that plants churches.
Yeah.
And it's just so exciting to be a part of that and to be a part of what the Lord is doing through Declaration. And so it's just been cool to see and to see that being lived out and played out.
Yeah. So for other people too who haven't met you yet, why don't you tell us a little bit about just kind of where you've come from? I know that you're a Huntsville boy.
That's right.
Yeah, which is crazy enough. I would say at least half of our staff is probably Huntsville.
Yeah, we're taking over.
Which is
we're
scary if you know anything about Huntsville.
We plan to take over.
Yeah, Pinky, what are we doing today?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so you're a Huntsville boy. You grew up with Daniel, who's also on staff. You guys know Daniel. Say what's up.
Daniel, shout out, my man.
There it is. He's just going everywhere. But yeah, just tell us a little bit more about you and what makes Sterling Ainsworth tick.
Yeah, so I am a Huntsville man, like Pastor Shane said. Grew up in Huntsville, born and raised. Went to Huntsville High School. Ended up going to Sam Houston State. I met my wife actually in high school. We're high school sweethearts, so we've been together.
Cute.
Yeah, we've been together for like almost 20 years now that we've been together, and been married for almost 13. And I really lucked out convincing her in high school.
Yeah.
And so Sarah is her name, and she's incredible. A lot of the women here have already gotten to meet her and get to know her, and she's just an awesome woman, and is just the biggest blessing I could have ever asked for in my life. In addition to that, we have 3 kids. We have a daughter named Avery, who's in our live studio audience today.
In our audience.
And she's 7 years old, and she attends Spring Baptist Academy in 1st grade. And then we have a daughter named Elise. She'll be 5 in December. And a son named Sterling Dean. And he is about 20 months now. So
real young.
Yeah, he's
really
a little
young,
guy. And he has red hair. And
Oh,
Sarah and
that's
I
interesting.
both have brown hair, and we have one kid that has blonde hair, another kid that kind of has brownish hair, and now Dean with red hair. So
Man.
yeah, just crazy. Genetics are just so
Genetics
weird.
are weird. I don't
Yeah.
get it. You take all those classes and you still nothing makes sense.
Yeah, it's wild. It's just so wild.
Man. Well, let's see. What else? I mean, I think that, it's I feel like when someone's been around the office so long, it gets hard to ask questions because I know a lot of the answers already. And so how about, instead of me just asking you questions, I mean, I could do your typical, like, what's your favorite food? What's all that kind of stuff. But I think I kind of want to just hear from you of, kind of your story, your Jesus story, if you will, of how he kind of pulled you and how you kind of got into the whole worship scene.
Sure, yeah, I'd love to. So I was kind of raised in church, grew up going to church, never really took it seriously until I kind of got into junior high, high school, and started playing in the worship band. I was actually the drummer for our worship band as a student, as a youth, and played terribly, and then started getting into guitar and singing. And I found really what's so funny about my salvation story is that, do you remember the Power Team?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like
absolutely.
help him, ripping phone books and stuff. Yeah, so there was a Power Team rally at Family Faith Church in Huntsville that I went to when I was 8 years old, and that's how I came to know Jesus.
That is awesome.
Yeah, so literally, like, they're doing the call to Christ, and they're like, and we want to baptize you tonight. So I like tap my dad on the shoulder, and I'm like, Dad, I believe in Jesus. Like, I love Jesus. Like, I want to go get baptized. He's like, son, we better talk to our pastor about this, because it's the Power Team, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, how legit is this? But anyways, the pastor put his stamp of approval on it at First Baptist
There
Church
you
in
go.
Huntsville, and so I got saved. But that's how I came to know the Lord. And then as growing up and then getting involved in the music and worship at church, really just found a passion for it, and the Lord kept using that. And so I started kind of leading out worship when I was in middle school at Teens for Christ at Huntsville at Mance Park Middle School, and started leading there, and that just continued to grow and blossom, and the Lord continued to challenge me and pushed me into the ministry. And what's pretty cool is that actually when I felt the call on my life to go into ministry was actually at Camp 220.
Oh, nice.
So Pastor John was leading worship, and I just had this overwhelming sense that I knew that God was calling me into being a pastor and calling me into being a worship pastor and into ministry. And so was able to talk to Tim Ramsey, our student pastor, and just he kind of talked me through some stuff, and so just continue to pursue the Lord, and leading worship, led through high school and college ministry, and then ended up getting my first job in ministry at a church in Houston, and kind of the rest is history. And I've learned so much about the heart of worship, and even over the last couple of years of really coming back to what it means to worship in spirit and in truth, and to really seek the presence of the Lord, and not just put on a show, and not just do the church thing, and not just play songs and play music, but to really seek after that the secret place, what I mean, to go to the deep place where the Holy Spirit resides, and to just begin to cry out for that the moment that we start worship. And even, I mean, it goes throughout the week, but corporately together to really strive for seeking that, genuinely and passionately and authentically. So that's kind of my overarching
your story.
Yeah. And so, like I said, I met my wife in high school, then we ended up getting married in college, and now and so here we are.
Here you are. And I guess you technically live in Tomball.
Yes.
Which is a great segue to just tell me, because here's the whole Tomball thing, kind of everything happened really fast, and just, I mean, honestly, there's no way that you could ever explain it without it being told as a God story, because it is a huge God story. But I just kind of want to hear, because I actually don't even know if I've heard all of this, but what is really your heart for Tomball, your pull towards just the people there and the culture there? And
yeah, man. So like you were saying, the God story of how I even landed here at Declaration is just so incredible, and I'm so honored and blessed to be here now and to have seen the Lord do what he's done. And so I was a part of a church for for the last 4 years called People Church. There was a church plant that I started with a fellow pastor, and I was the worship pastor there. And over the course of the 4 years, we had ups and downs, just like Declaration did. Shortly after we started, Hurricane Harvey hit, and then, one thing led to another, and we had lots of things change and evolve and morph. And then, with the pandemic, that really hurt us a lot. And then, so we were meeting at one of our church members' on their property in their garage. And we just really started praying to the Lord, like, Lord, what does this next phase of ministry look like for our church? What does the next phase of ministry look like for us personally? And really, the Lord opened a couple doors for us. And so what happened is that a lot of the assets and the equipment we decided to really dissolve as a church and to allocate those to different ministries that are like-minded and similar. And so the moment I started getting involved here at Declaration, I felt a very similar passion and heartbeat, and I knew I wanted to be a part of this. And so through what God did with People Church and some of the finances and even some of the physical equipment that we were using to have church, we were able to sow into the ministry here at Declaration to be a church that plants churches, and for me to be able to be a part of that. And so, we have a heart for Tomball. I have for the past 4 years, and wanting to be involved in that community and reaching that community for Jesus. And so through the ups and downs and the good times and the bad times and the hard times, I just really believe that this next season is going to be incredible for the people of Tomball, for the community of Tomball. And I believe that the Lord has a work there. Yeah. And I'm excited to be a part of it. It's a small town, like you said earlier. I'm from Huntsville. I love that vibe. I love that energy. We were just there today hanging out with some of the ladies that were meeting playing dominoes, at the community center. Awesome. And so it's just a great place, and it's a really fast growing area right now. Yeah. And I see the potential for ministry, and I see the potential for lives to be changed and for people to meet Jesus. And I just have so felt from the moment that I've been a part of Declaration that this really is a church that is so eager to see people come to Christ and so eager to see people encounter and follow Jesus, right? We say it every weekend. And so I couldn't be more thrilled about the opportunity that we have with being blessed by another church organization that I was formerly a part of, to now see that ministry continue on through Declaration. It's so exciting. It's so thrilling. And I look forward to what's ahead. And I want to encourage you, if you're watching this today, and if you want to be a part of that, come on. If you live in the Tomball area, if you come to Declaration, or maybe you don't come to Declaration, maybe you're looking for a church home in the Tomball area, I want to let you know that we're having a gathering this Sunday night, October the 24th at 6 p.m. at the community center. Thank you. Right. And so come be a part of it. You're going to get a free dinner, and we're going to get to hang out and hear the vision that God has given Pastor John for Tomball, and you're going to get to hear a little bit more about my heart. And I'd encourage you to check it out and be a part of it.
Yeah, bring your kids too, because there is going to be stuff for kids. So don't let that stop you either. But man, I'm very excited about this. I know Sterling's definitely excited. The rest of the staff is very excited. I feel like most of our staff meetings anymore kind of consist around Tomball and kind of the what we feel God is doing there. And man, it's exciting. If you, like Sterling said too, if you are in Tomball and you're around that area, we want to encourage you, come visit Declaration on a Sunday. Come see what it is. Come Saturday, hear from Pastor John, but then come on Sunday too, and it's on Sunday, not on Saturday, Sunday night. But come Sunday, see what the Lord is doing here, and really I think, man, we're neighbors, really, Spring and Tomball. We're not far away from each other, man. I think Sterling's right. I think the Lord is about to do something incredible in Tomball. I was there last week or a couple weeks ago with you guys too, just looking at the community center and looking at. I've been to Tomball a couple times, but honestly, I've never been there a lot. And so walking around, man, I was like, this place is awesome.
Yeah, it's got good vibes, man.
It's
got
incredible.
good vibes.
Even just the trains. I love trains, but my hat is actually a train hat. But super train anyway. But love it. Tomball is awesome, and so I'm excited. We're all excited. God is going to do some incredible stuff. So come be a part of it. Come see come just walk in with what the Lord wants to do in your community.
Yeah, and I want to say too, if you're a builder, if it inspires you to be a part of something from the ground up, There's no greater opportunity because,
Absolutely.
we see what Declaration is doing here in spring, and I have no doubt that the community of Tomball is going to grab a hold of that like crazy, and that Tomball needs a life-giving, Holy Spirit breathed church in that community. And so I encourage you, if that at all, like Pastor John says all the time, if that makes your heart beat fast, then come on, join us. We'd love for you to be a part of it.
It's going to be awesome. Hey, guys, thank you again for being here. Again, if you need anything, do not hesitate to reach out to us. You can put it in the comments, or you can email us at hello@declaration.org. Man, we want to be a part of your lives. We want to be praying for you in whatever ways you need. And so thank you guys for being a part of this. We love you, and we will see you Sunday.
See you Sunday.